Yo, what's good? He was good. Yeah. And for the country boy right here. Yeah, so what's cracking? I'm a little late, man. I had to run around, take care of a few things, some mouse and shit. Roll this motherfucking backboard up. I gotta hash some down the fridge and shit. But you know how it is. I'm just wondering, like, what's really going on, what's really cracking, because, I'm talking about very touchy shit. But what bothers me about the brothers and sisters who made a mistake, they won't even check themselves. Like, how the hell you gonna make such a grand mistake, but you think that saying to your fellow brothers and sisters, yo, I fucked up, that was a grand mistake. You think there's something wrong with doing that? See, that's what I'm talking about, the emasculation of the man. See, real men back in the day used to be like, yo, son, yo, yo, forgive me, I made a grand mistake, fam. Alright? And niggas don't know how to do that shit now. Niggas is full of shit, you know what I'm saying? But I got some shit rolled up already, but I wanted to taste some of this right here. Yeah, this is quite a. I don't know about that, but you know what? This shit works for me as far as anxiety, like military related or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always expressing to people, like, you really need to get on your dime about real medicine and not that bullshit. These hospitals be petroleum based shit. And they probably let it get me and then sociopath doctors. But see, the problem is, a lot of y'all think I don't know nobody and this, that, and the other. And no, I got motherfuckers, man. They'll look at what's happening and what's going on, and they'll be like, they ain't got cell phones at the first. But they'll get the word from certain individuals and be like, yo, let's go handle this, man. Nah, brother Jay. And see, this is what a lot of y'all don't really got, man. And you could be with that. You know what I'm saying? You could actually be down, like with indigenous family who's not about all that talking and everything. And they're just waiting because they know what's coming and like they're prepped. Like really prepped. Like beyond what YouTube and Vice and National Geographic and all the other shit, have showed. Like all the militias and all that shit. Yeah, that's all good because there's a lot of militias got brothers in it, man. They're actually minute, man, but when you raise the ignorance, your parents actually second generation and shit. Like you don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? And that's not no diss at none of my pale skin brothers. But we had Asian brothers, and this is what bothers me about Charleston White. I love the brother. I love his messages and everything because he's actually speaking on facts. You know what I'm saying? So I respect him like highly for that. But a lot of niggas in the north, they don't know that and a lot of brothers down south don't know. Oh yeah, I'm good. Don't know that Chinese, man, we surrounded by those with us keep it protected. Some of the the new guard, you know what I'm saying? And some of them Asians that were working on the railroad from the west to the Atlantic, from the Pacific to the Atlantic, a lot of them were very dark. And I ain't talking about sun. I'm talking about like, I mean, black than a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Real shit, real talk. You know what I'm saying? I got some lights on. I ain't putting that little round shit up here. I got it right over there, right by the door. That motherfucking light is brighter than a motherfucker, man. I ain't. They don't like a backwood. Or they don't like no kakalaki motherfucking tobacco with no preservatives. That's why I'm waiting for somebody to send me, but you know how some niggas are. They all clowns and shit, silhouette. Oh, yeah. Yo, Mike, I'm gonna have to come on Hot Boxing one day and talk about the breakdancing days, yo. Want to see the breakdancing right here? Don't let this urban country boy fool you. Real motherfucker, not that fake John Travolta faggot shit. Oh, excuse me. I ain't mean to say faggot. I grew up with that word meant something. Because my back when I grew up was hardcore knock you out. Not trying to look like no goddamn woman. Oh yeah, still low. I was like, sit for a minute. But yeah, you know, like oh shit. That's that Black Rambo right there. It's that Black Rambo, baby. Hollow point. Silver tip. It looks silver. Nickel chromium, but you know. This is my shit right here, man. Black Rambo, this motherfucker, this shit work perfect in the Glock, yo. A lot of people don't know that when they grab something like Glock 19 or whatever, right? You choke up on it, you allow your thumb to ride. That little pocket is your pressure. All right? Some people put their finger right there. Me, nah. I let them ride and I tighten my wrist up and then boom, 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 I'm right on target. You know what I mean? So if you can see right here, sliding on bother you nothing. All right? That's how you hold that motherfucker. You can tighten up and press on the side. There's some firearms coming out with the grooves where you put your thumbs. But yeah, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Gunfighters, man. Gunfighters in Arizona. Gunfighters for life. Veteran owned. Major Marine brother. I ain't gonna say his name on here, but I ain't tagging. And all the veterans I know, CJ, blah 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 blah, Air Force, all of them. Love it. Outdoors range where I can move tactically. Even when I'm sick, I went out there. You know, because you never know when somebody running your house and you can't get out your bed. So I keep one of these. I always show this one. I ain't gonna show my other ones. I keep this by my bed. Oh yeah, and I grab it in a hot second, and it's ready to rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? So I prefer it short. I don't like that long shit. I like to put it in. I don't put it in my shoulder. I don't know where that came from. I put it right in the meat of my chest, and I can look straight down without dipping and tucking and hunching my back, and move forward sideways if need be. I got the little joint I can flip out. I don't put that shit on because I'm pretty good. I'm a barrel shooter. I look at the sights and I look at the barrel. Once I look at the barrel, I got the target locked in. I know to elevate two, move left or right, half and half, 1-on-1, and I'm good like that. It's just natural. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But I also like to go out and wrap Mother Tree and hit her as hard as I can until my hands are hurting and sore. You know, my grandpa was Lightning Charlie Wright. Joe Louis is afraid of boxing. Look, I come from real Indian warriors. You know, all the rights are on damn near half of the dogs rolls. And what tribe they belong to, do the research. You can learn a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I love all my country brothers, man. I love them more than anything, man. You know, city niggas ain't got too dumb. We got a bunch of dumb asses in the country too. Don't get it fucked up now. You got to remember, after the Civil War was over, people were enslaved, POWs, and it became uh, a commodity. You know what I'm saying, based upon economics. And see, our people don't know that, and that was behind the Zionists, man. I would love to be able to not say shit about the Zionists. But I got Jewish uncles who can't stand them, and I can't stand them motherfuckers. So I've been to Palestine, over in so-called Israel. I've been all look so much true history compared to fake history, reading books and historical government documents. It's like you can't dismiss the fuckery because they don't teach it in school. I mean, I'm not sitting here wanting to curse and all that other stuff, you know. That lemonade, baby. But you know, I'm a person that's I'm solid like that. I mean, you know, like something I was doing in the last year, right? Looking for a woman. Biggest mistake you do ever in your life is to look for a woman, because the woman in her within her DNA, in her genetic, you know, in her genome and genetic makeup or whatever, she will come to you. Even if she asks, "I would love to meet you," and you purchase the plane tickets or you drive pick up, whatever. You know, I drove across country to a lot, but I wanted to move over here anyway. I had already had an apartment set up and everything, and she's like, "Yo, you can stay here." I'm like, "Oh, okay, all right, cool." And I'm an old head. Where about I lay my hat? All right, invitation for war, but where about I lay my hat is my home. All right. And see, people don't get that. You know, we were all at one time called the Crow people because we talked with the birds, we talked with the animals. We communicated with the wolves. They couldn't stand it. They were shooting out wolves like it's retarded. You have to go and look at the Library of Congress to read about that. And then our people forgot that walk from being the people of the eagle and walking with the wolf, walking with the jaguar. A jaguar stayed by every camp of every so-called every tribe that was of the same nation. All right, people that spoke one language, an ancient language, and a wolf would be every encampment just as a jaguar, and the jaguar and the wolf would not fight. See, they don't tell that story. It's part of my media stories that I'll be uploading. I have to pull up some facts, correct information because of designers like Stan Lee, that piece of shit, all the Marvel comics. There's a reality. Even Superman, his origin was a Negro who was a thug in Detroit. Like, you can't make this stuff up, people. It's not about hurting. If my Pelskian brothers' feelings are hurt or whatever, right? It's not the purpose is not to hurt you, is to tell your motherfucking lies down and build you up with the truth because you're still fed. Now, a lot of people believe you come from a monkey, you got the Reese's gene. They don't understand when you eat a raw diet of red meat, a certain rest in a period when the water was clean, pure, the air was pure, you know what I'm saying? The earth was not without toxins. You take on certain characteristics of the liver, all right? And see, people don't understand that because, see, that never happened here. And when the Mongolians came here and we were defeating them, it was important for them to eat the liver, believing they would get stronger. Their misinterpretation of the fountain of youth was blood because of the Mayans, who weren't Spanish at all. They weren't half looking Asian, Chino, and then none of that. They were niggas, Negroes. It's a fact. I went down to all them damn places, and I went to 4 places that are covered by jungle, but you can see they're there. It was these Negro head statues. Why do you think the kids running around in the 80s calling me Omeka? What is so hard to understand or accept about reality? Because a whole lot of our brothers and sisters are speaking negatively with the purpose of being positive. But you cannot speak in chaos and attempt to draw a narrative that's supposedly based on order, which has no description, and yet it's still chaos. So building on chaos upon chaos never solves any equation. Unless you're seeking science, then you need to incorporate a 0.001. You need to appoint an error in order to make an idea or a theory purposeful. And like the earth is round is a theory. It's because they put globes in the school and they managed our thoughts, indoctrinated us. Our ancestors didn't say so. Our ancestors knew that it was the footstool, the heavens, right here. And our purpose was beyond the scope of running around with some tobacco and some animal feathers in our goddamn hair. We were much more sophisticated than that. Or we would have been able to build all them homes. And nobody scripted us because mother come from England were living in buildings and shit built, but they occupied. Hell, they didn't even know how to keep the cisterns working, so they started dumping pee and their pots, the chamber pots, out the windows in New York. not just England. And we had to show them how we did it. And the easy way for them was the outhouse. With us, no. We were pure. We were like no different from the animals. When we poop, seeds will be planted. Because our poop was not this crap coming out now. Toxified and poisonified by music. By low frequency energy, whether it be music, platforms like this, machines, in the buildings you stay in, the radon from the concrete, you know, any of these any of these things. But people don't want to have that discussion. They want to leave it for somebody else so they can say, okay, I accept that. A pale skin who has an identity that doesn't belong to only by way of marriage after 1,500 years of being kept away and put away behind a great wall in Maleke. But all the brothers through segregation of so-called Upper Europe, Mesopotamia, pushed down south, fought great wars, they weren't defeated, but they were betrayed by other Negroes, their own family members at a lot of times. And they pushed them down there. Look, brother of mine named Bowman from the Congo, right? He always said that he was originally of the Persian Empire by way of what we considered Germany. Was he lying to me? That was passed down to him. He was a fucking doctor. He left there because of the war in the Congo, because of the French and the Dutch. He came to America and he joined the military. And though he could have went in with his doctorate degree because he was very proficient in what he did, he wanted to be enlisted. He wanted to put boots on the ground. And see, those and my Moroccan brother who I've talked about, my Mongolian brother Dinji in Mongolia. See, I'm gonna share with you real shit. It's like war fighters share with you their engagements to a certain degree. I respect them. We were all lied to. You know, me, PRP, emergency reg, blah blah the fuck. Fuck all that. You know the greatest achievement to me ever has been recently, scratching the surface of water, and I don't understand it. And I don't think I'm supposed to understand it. I'm supposed to accept it and go ahead, like dive right into it and change. It would change everything I believe. I believe it would change everything I look at. I'm scared because I was raised in ignorance for so long. And most people say, "Well, how is that?" When you know all this historical, let's say every goal is a major goal, right? But you know you have levels to it, starting with the tiniest of goals to accomplish the next and the next and the next to get to the biggest goal, right? Same thing in knowledge. Regardless of being taught as a child, when you have a fake world of history and information that are all conscripted, rewritten, dialogues, and complete lies and fabrications. Thank goodness I had a great grandma, a great uncle who told me better, and a father, and on that side of the family, where the information was raw and real. And I was able to use that information to seek out more than Randy's shit. I can go to the government right now and tell them, motherfucker, I want your ass because you're on 40 acres, motherfucker. I want you out of there. And the banks and all that shit, they can get the fuck on too. And what they gonna say? Oh, they can go bring the media so they can manipulate because you know what the media is about. They all work for the same people. They're puppets. They're weak. They're clowns. And most people say, well, why aren't you doing that here? You said I haven't begun that process. See, you had to convey to them in their language. And that's why it's important to understand this shit we talk. All right? Our language is so confounded in this. Changed, just like the Jews use that Yiddish shit, but professing it as the ancient Sumerian Latin Hebraic language. I believe even the word Hebraic is wrong, but that's because of my studies. I'm not saying it is. Allegedly, I would, or in my own opinion, excuse me, not allegedly, I don't believe it's the correct word. In order to reestablish something that is not based on the original, to reestablish it, you must create a consortium of lies and narratives that are based upon those facts but relevant to another people. So we won the war, but on the paper because we weren't doing all that writing and shit. They won it on in the lies because they had many numbers coming to assess and accept that. Yeah, it was a lie. You know, the South was betrayed by Williams, right? We didn't lose. We were actually gaining ground and whooping their ass. See, that's the fact. And the fact that the majority of people fighting inside the gray were melanated, mulatto, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, Melundrin, whatever the fuck. Fighting family and the motherfuckers getting off boats daily. I forget how many times today. They chopped down the greatest of our trees, all right, to build incredible amounts of ships because they didn't build them in England. All of the boats were built right here. Nor in Spain. I've been to both. And I studied the history. They were taking us from here and taking us everywhere because they knew we had already been everywhere. Not one Mongolian ends up anywhere we were taken. So the Spaniards, they were more in tune with, okay, we must change the narrative. And the French and the British picked up on it until they won at heads. Until the Spanish Civil War, and they all joined forces. The ones here, the ones accepted as Native Americans. And the word American is not the original goddamn word, nor is it a Mongolian word. It is a word based on a language of ancient. I told y'all over here they be calling people Anasazi. I says, wait a minute, I remember that word when I was growing up. That means our enemy. And they were like, how you know that? Well, how the fuck you gonna build restaurants and food resorts and hotels? Call them Anasazi. Our enemy? So, yeah, it's your enemy. Us. And even President Nelson has to say to me. See, I take issue when brothers are lost in a conscript that is based on lies like crayon colors, fake ethnicities, fake races. All this bullshit is created like sports. And that is what it is. That's your gladiator wars. What I was tell you that the religion you study is actually just like not they call it the Mexican sundial. It's not a fucking Mexican sundial. It's an Olmec sun and Z people sundial, right? No disrespect to no mezcal people. I don't like calling them Mexicans. I don't. But they have indigenous blood in them. Not all, but quite a few do. And there's plenty of our people still out there. Plenty of before. And in one teaching coming out of Peru or Colombia, Ecuador, I forget, talking about our return. And it has died down because of these drug cartels, all this crap, this foolishness. Every one of the cartel members could have been in politics. They really want to do good, but they want their families to eat, and they become powerful in the currency of the note. And they become sick with that mind of leprosy. You know what I'm saying? And people don't want to hear that, but like I said, I bet if I was to close my eyes at night and not wake up, my shit would just take off like a rocket. You know why? Because people want to hear this message. You know why they want to hear it? Because it speaks to the energy. It speaks to their soul. It's not a sales pitch. See, I didn't want to hear this. And because I thought I knew it all my life. Most people say, oh, when they see me, oh, you have Mexican. I'm like, what the fuck's a Mexican? I have Spanish. I have Asian. No, I'm not a Mongolian, but they're from us. How many nations did it take to create the Mongolian nation during the time of Genghis Khan's rule and when they were first formulated? If anybody know that history. See, that's why I hit a lot of natives in the head. Because see, I know the period of time when they were created, so they couldn't have been here. I knew about the seafaring trips was all done by Moors. They were not the seafarers, great seafarers that's portrayed, only the sheep people and Olmecs. Atlians, or Atlanteans, or Atlians, or Atlians, or whatever the fuck word you want to use. It's because history's hidden to you doesn't mean it was hidden to all of us. All right? Nor the Mariana Trench and everything else, the grass of the bottom of the ground where we see great cities. Covered, but because of imaging and certain thermals or whatever dynamics, grand cities are in the deepest parts, 7 miles down the ocean. So you telling me what I need to understand and know. I'm not a know-it-all. Bill, share something with me. I truly appreciate it. It's not about just being origin of the land. It's about as above, as below. And it will always be. Order cannot be changed, recorrected, or all those things from it dismissed. See, order has a way of dealing with everything in a manner that we don't understand because we utilize this felonious time concept. The body's regulated to go to sleep for a certain period of time on its own, but it's confused and it's been toxified by water, air, all the pollutants and food. Eating shit we shouldn't eat. There was no need for months and years. That was developed because people started forgetting. The curse of the Father don't just befall the righteous, so they may live a life of unrighteousness. And you have the Christ light going to the top, to the bottom, in your spinal, and people don't understand that. And the word's not even Christ, and it's stolen. Because you got to remember, they made a pagan ideology out of it. I get tired of listening to all this new Renaissance shit that is completely horseshit. You want to talk about Christ? Talk about that Hunchback, Notre Dame. Hunchback of Notre Dame. What was his name? What was that motherfucker's name? Because see, the original teachings of Christ, his name was Christ. You know what his name was? Well, I shared it on Facebook, and it's a pretty weird fucking name. And he wasn't tall. He had nappy ass hair with a hunch in his back, walk with a cane, and he had a face only a mother can love. They have created so much fiction and lies. People don't want to hear that because we are zombies now. I'm including myself because regardless of the fact that I'm scratching the surface of order, I am still fully enveloped in chaos. Otherwise, I wouldn't walk out and wrap Mother Tree and put my feet in the dirt and put the gloves on and tell her. Because she knows that I don't need that physical strength to overthrow the powers that be. My ignorance still supersedes many categories. In the beginning of these videos, for now on, I'm going to say like, subscribe, share this shit. Because somebody might need to hear it. It's not for everybody. And I'm going to be doing friction fires, bow, all that. I'm going to show you how to take a secrets container and put t-shirt material in there and put it in the fire and create a coal, easy for lighting. There's certain trees here that don't, like back on the East Coast where I can go and get certain dead wood that's butter and use that for shavings, for tinder pack. I want to show you the best I can out here. But I truly wish my family would come. Man, I would lay 20 heads down here on the floors, living room. I'd buy extra fold-out cots. We fill the fridge up together and so everybody get a place. And then together with all the minds, whether economic, business, this, that, and other, in conversation, do what's required or need to be done. Because we're at the gate. All right? We're at the gate. Now, are we going to close it or are we going to open it? I don't want to take nobody's currency. I don't want it in no accounts, my Cash App or nothing. My Cash App is not on here. I might put it up. But when I reach that 1,000 mark, then I'll concern myself with that and whether I want to receive retro from YouTube. Right now, my people are more important than anything. So from the beginning to the end, inform them when you share the video. Watch it all the way through. Because see, my next story is going to be about the pale wolf in the dark. So then you will understand Cain and Abel. You'll understand Lilith, written out of history, and her real name. You'll understand so much more, but in portions. Because you know what? You know it's like take a dog that hasn't ate for a long time and put a bowl with half a bag of food in it. That dog will eat every bit of it and pass away. Like a human who has been starved. Anywhere from 2,500 calories down to 40 several years. And when they see that food and their taste buds lighten up because the body's abilities are not dead or diminished, we're ignorant of what we can do, even in the form of so-called starvation. How we can supply through the energy our body all the nutrients because the herb she still has it under Kichimanata. Well, the sky. Or know who you are, eh? Know who you are, eh? It doesn't take no Jay Winter, Night Wolf, and discussions. Martin Luther King telling you we find a Negro language in the corners of society. It doesn't take Malcolm making a correction between Aborigine and black and all that bullshit. At a period of time when he was growing up, he knew if you call somebody black, you can get shot or stabbed. It doesn't take James Baldwin going over to England, having that grand speech, on a debate about some arrogant, ignorant, fake Masonic pale skin. No, what it takes is my people sharing the shit I'm gonna be talking about. Hey, tell them to come on, subscribe to the brother, because I'm gonna do one a day, maybe two, maybe I might skip a day. But god damn it, hold on to your seats. Because see, what I'm about to do is I'm about to shake the whole platform. Fuck the two-way and this, that, and the other. See, those are our inalienable rights. See, they fucked up when they went against that. That's a whole nother platform. But my conversations are gonna circumvent all of that. So y'all share this shit. You dig what I'm saying? Let's get people to talk about some real shit. And I will be bringing people on, and I will be reaching out to people. I really don't because I'm humble. I'm very humble. I'm at a limit of humbleness that I don't even comprehend. So I don't even respect the word humble. It doesn't express where I'm at. And this is not an actor show. I'm speaking on what I understand of myself with conviction. But, greetings, grand Oprah. I say grand greetings. May the light with us all. I appreciate that. I truly do. I've got so many more stories to tell. The original version of the Common and the Long Tail, what they call the Milky Way, which is not a Milky Way at all. As you know, I'm talking about Dad Seaman because we all know they're perverted, but we'll get into that. That's another conversation for based on that topic, and I will make sure I put that in the description so people understand it. My apologies again for coming on late. I had to do some things and run around, and you said I got my brown paper bag. All right, I had to pick up some ammo, plenty, but low grain target. You know what I'm saying? So moving. And my thing is, if you go to a range, shooting at a paper silhouette is not the answer. That's some done. Going outside to an outdoor range that has tables where you can set your rifles in, and then having a field house where you can go and you can move around and put up your polyurethane. I like the polyurethane targets because they absorb the bullets. Okay, especially the long range. So that way you can get better with your sights. With your iron sights. Me, I'm a barrel shooter, so I remove my sight sometime, and I just go ahead and do what needs to be done. Excuse me. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, definitely. You know what? I'm 55 now. Um, I shave my beard off. I look every bit of 35. Weirdly. Um, when I claim a linguist, I'm not like certain people that just pick up languages. I'm using a whole different formula, and I'm Rosetta Stone and a number of other platforms, and living amongst the people, and then learning and then understanding the truth of where the language came from. So the English language has been my target for a very long time when I first came on YouTube, because I said the so-called English language, which is not English at all. Yeah, real talk. Our language is in there so much, yet changed. And I have been seeing and learning so much more about how they manipulated the language. Because when you look at what did we in the different languages we see right now, what is a deer? Do this little test when you get back with me. If you're on Instagram or Facebook, James Branch or Red Wolf Tacoma. Okay? Do the simple, the tedious work, and you will find out so much. The problem is our people have this grand power in them, and it's all over the place and not organized, no order. So it expresses itself in many ways, and the food and the water and all the drugs and everything else used in the hospitals help to assist us in being more chaotic. I'm not saying that, hey, they can't get the help with something. But if you don't take the time to learn about real medicine or herbs and this, that, and other, how can you even better yourself? I'm not gonna claim Yamasee. First of all, before it became Yamasee, it was called the Yama Nation. There was no Yamasee, never. See, I'm well versed in this, historically, from Edinburgh, Scotland, all the way down to the Sudan. It was a Yama Nation. Dry season, dry season or the starving towns would take grant, and that was all the way from so-called fake South America to everywhere else. See, we're a great nation. Oh, the Cherokee, so-called fake Cherokee, the Anioia were part of the Yama Nation. As the Choctaw, who later separated through instigators between the English and the French. My father's side went and fought with the French until they turned on and chased their asses all the way up to Maine and Quebec. See, I know my history like beyond human comprehension, and it's not a bragging right. It's because all our people can know their history, even the adopted. See, I'm on that level. I've been doing this. I was smacking teachers and punching principals because they were teaching lies in history in school. Kicked out of high school in 1984. All right? So it's been all my life. My great grandma took care of me when I was a child after child abuse for up to 5, 6 years. My grandmother, Retina Lee and Catherine Lee, George Knight, Sixika. See, I'm not gonna sit here and talk all that YouTube, all that Facebook, Instagram, all that shit. People need to listen and learn. All right. All right, no, that's wonderful. The problem is, the Yama Nation was a grand nation with many so-called tribes who were of the same clan. No matter what it was. When they wanted to call it Virginia, Florida, and Louisiana. When it was Florida and Louisiana. When it was just Louisiana. See, let's kick that. See, the thing is, I know history so, thank goodness for the military. Meat and Chief Debris, from Alabama, and A.O. and Coaxer, Georgia, and my boy Ron from Louisiana, and all these Vietnam guys. And then what my elders told me. And then going to the Library of Congress and going to the Mormon churches. I taught many Mormon students martial arts for a number of years. And on Facebook, people know this. This is based upon facts. Martial arts and boxing. I've been doing this since Millville and Camden, Jersey, Florida. Even when I was a stone drunk, people didn't want to tangle up with me. What I'm saying is, just listen, and then we can build later. Doing that, that's emotional unstableness. 1. 2 is based on those emotional feelings derived from what a person has learned. Other than listening and learning something different and new, and then doing the research to proclamate a statement. That's ignorant. Yeah, okay, I was once Pyro. Whatever. My uncle got to watch that when he was over there, bug killing in Irvington, Little Vietnam, and I'm sitting up there with 5 different women around me, braiding my long ass hair, this, that, and other. So that's the shit people want to hear. Hard hitter. A knockout artist in the military and on the reservation everywhere I've lived. Haven't lost a fight since motherfucking 1982. Is that what you want to hear? And had thousands. Keep learning. And once you take the initiative to take what I've given, I'm so great at it. But I'm going to be the teacher because I've heard too much bullshit from everybody in the Aboriginal community. They're not all lying. It's not all bullshit. But I've heard nothing but emotional shit. That I said, you know what? Like I said, like I once explained to Telling Nakwasa, I'm going to go ahead and say what needs to be said. Because I'm tired. It was time for me to speak. Because I heard the shit so broken that me and my brothers and sisters who from my neighborhood, neck of the woods, Mike Spivey, Charles Clover, the sisters, and ones who practice religion. Marissa, Brenda, awesome healthcare, awesome beauty line of organic supplements that, she keeps it very halal, Shalom alaikum to her when she sees the video. See, I respect those who have religion and they live by it. I have no respect for those who claim Christian, Islam, this and other, and yet they live foul. Though I know more than that. I know the origin of Muhammad and all. I'm not here to disrupt their harmony because the order has a way of reaching out and touching people who seek balance in their life. Those, though, who have chaos and number chaos, they will always show themselves for who they are. Always. They haven't been under 100 bullets flying over their heads, beside their motherfucking heads. They haven't fallen into pit holes and jumped from roof to roof. They haven't done shit other than run their mouth, take a penis or a peach. That's it. And been on the same corner and move back and forth between a few states. And let's not denote them or remove them, but they don't know shit and they should remain quiet and start learning from those of us who do know something. You see, when I was growing up, people 40, 50 years old, 60, we listened to them. We weren't attacking them. See, all these soy babies running around, they're broken. But they were never running any of us. No, not people like us. So. It is for all of us. And I ain't saying go out there and that cockroaches like some damn African shit, no. This ain't no Rwanda, Hutu and Tutu and shit, no. hacking children and women. No, it's not our way. But it's a way to break people down with their bullshit, and that's by speaking the actual truth. See, everybody wants to pull a document up. I share books and all that shit. Fuck all that. I'm not sharing that shit no more. You're either gonna listen to me and learn, or you're not. Share this shit and let them know what they about to hear. I love y'all like a man. Fuck a fake rock star. I love you like the celestial beings you are, who are supposed to have a good time in your physical form, tendering to mother, because she nurtured us. In respect to humanity, to our father, and all of them to which we come. But yeah, all of them. Now, hey, put the questions in there. When I check the bell, I'll respond to them. I usually do. I don't really attempt to shadow ban me because they these systems have a hard time dealing with people who are still relevant to ancient history of who you are. And that shows their perversion and sickness. And it shows to be a weakness. Because if they was as people speaking their minds based on the First Amendment, which they might not like, which I don't care, it's very important, not toxic. And they wouldn't show their cowardice. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. I've been on about 40-something minutes. Love, like I said, I love y'all, man, more than I can. There's no word of love I can explain for my brothers and sisters. I have every word of chaos and negativity for all the bullcrap. So I love you, eh? Yeah, I would say y'all that, but what I was saying it for, right? It's like a, not a curse, but not. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful word. I think it's beautiful in Navajo language. Yeah, the la. It's like questioning something. You know, it means a few things. That better. Greetings and also peace. Um, oh, mad respect, number love for you guys. That's some of that. When I say, oh, that's a part of our Algonquin new language. So y'all have a wonderful, beautiful life, a grand night, and rest as much as you possibly can. Yeah. So we got to keep it hip hop, right? Invitation for warfare, baby. Y'all know I got a mohawk that's up here. I laid my shit down. I got tired. So anyway, y'all have a wonderful night. This old cowboy signing off, and I love the and keep this little girl. I know that's right, baby girl. On Instagram with me too, y'all, and Facebook. Love this lady. Be hitting that information she do. Yo, trust me. She be a lot of my brothers say good shit, but it's time for something different.